Hey guys, Alicia here. Today I am going to be making a chocolate eclair dessert. And this is a new one for me. I actually was sent this by a viewer. So thank you, Susan, for sending this to me. It looks very, very easy and it also looks good. So I am gonna go over real quick what you're gonna need to make this, which is not a whole lot. First off, you're gonna need some graham crackers. The recipe calls for 24, so that's almost a full box. You're also gonna need 2 boxes of sugar-free, fat-free pudding and pie filling. And then you're gonna need 1 box of the pudding and pie filling, sugar-free, fat-free, in chocolate. You're also gonna need a total of 4.5 cups skim milk. And it says a carton or 12 ounces of fat-free Cool Whip. The ones I have are 8 ounces, so I'm gonna use 1.5 of those. And that is all that's in this. Like I said, super easy, not a lot of ingredients. So let me get started and show you how to make this. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 3 cups of milk and pour it into a fairly large sized bowl here. Then I'm gonna take my 2 vanilla pudding mixes. And these are 1 ounce boxes, by the way. I'm gonna dump both of these into the milk. And my camera card just got full, so hopefully I didn't get too much of this cut off, but I'm just stirring in that vanilla pudding mix into this milk. I dumped both packs in here. And like I said, now I'm just stirring it up real well. All right, I've got this all mixed up. It's a little bit lumpy, and I think it's because I had to go run and get a new camera card instead of just stirring that up at the time, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step. Okay, so here I've got a 13 by 9 inch Pyrex dish, and I'm gonna just lay, it says 8 graham crackers on the bottom of this. And I'm gonna go with 7.5 graham crackers. Okay, that's the best I could do with that. I tried to figure out different ways to lay those in there, but that's the best I'm coming up with, is 7.5. So I'll set that aside, and now I'm gonna take my pudding and I'm gonna add the whipped topping to it. Okay, I've dumped this in here. Now I'm going to fold that whipped topping into the pudding mixture. Okay, got that folded in. Now I'm gonna take half of this and pour it over the top of the graham crackers. And then just smooth that on there. Okay, now I'm gonna layer on top of that more graham crackers. And then on the top of those, I'm gonna put the remaining vanilla pudding mixture. And then smooth this out. And then on top of that, I'm going to layer 1 more layer of graham crackers. All right, I've got that done. Now I'm gonna take my chocolate pudding and I'm gonna pour my chocolate pudding mix into a bowl and add to it 1.5 cups of milk. And then get that mixed up. Okay, I've got that mixed together. So now I'm gonna let it sit for 2 minutes and then I will be back. Let the chocolate sit for a couple of minutes. Now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna just spread it evenly along the top of this last layer of graham crackers. And then I'm gonna just smooth that out. All right, got that all on there. Now I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap and I'm gonna let it probably sit overnight. The instructions say to let it sit for at least 6 hours, but it's already evening here, so I'm gonna just let this sit overnight and then I will cut into it in the morning. And as far as the instructions go, as I said, I got this recipe from a viewer and the website that she got it from years ago is no longer up, and so I can't link to that anymore, but I will have the recipe as far as ingredients and instructions written down below in my description box, like I try to do on all my recipes. So I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning. But anyway, I will put this in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and I will be back in the morning to cut a piece out. It is the next day and this is sat overnight, so it should be good to go. So I'm gonna cut into it. Now the recipe that Susan sent me has it at 18 servings, but if you watch any of my dessert videos, you know that I don't go for those little tiny servings. So I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger and go with 12 servings. And that's gonna put this at 5 points a serving on all 3 colors. So let me cut into this and then I will show you what a serving size is gonna look like. Okay, I cut a 1/12 of that out. See if I can show you a little closer and what it looks like. And then here is a piece. Okay, I'm gonna have my hubby try a bite of that. Verdict. You're going for another bite without saying anything. I guess that says a lot all by itself. And a 3rd bite. You're just gonna finish it all before. Oh, let me pan over to my pretty flowers that my hubby got me too. What'd you say I should say? You got me 2 of them?
One's from your husband and one's from your lover.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to the dessert.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
I mean, it's just
delicious.
It's just so good. This is how Bella is when she's happy.
That is what Bella does. I'm surprised Bella's not over here actually.
No. I mean, it's really quite nice. I mean, I don't know what
to say specifically, but you like.
I mean, I love the vanilla pudding because I got to clean the bowl yesterday.
He did. He's already kind
very
of
exciting.
sampled.
I love graham crackers. The chocolate, what it does is it cuts that vanilla kind of flavor. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure it cuts the sweetness because it itself was some sweet, but yeah, I mean, that's awesome. And how many points?
At 12 servings, it's 5 points on all 3 colors.
Totally worth 5.
Yeah. Now her recipe said, I think it was 2.5 points or something like that. And Susan, if you're watching this, you'll have to let me know if that was on an older point system or what, because when I figured these at 18 servings, they were still, I think, 4 points a piece. But again, at 12 servings, which is a really nice size serving, although he's got his gone already, at 12 servings, it is 5 points a piece. But yeah, definitely a success. Thank you, Susan, for sending me this recipe.
So good.
So good, you heard it. So yeah, I will be trying some of this myself. It looks amazing. So yeah, thanks again for the recipe. And it was a lot of fun making something that was, you know, a viewer recipe. So if anybody else wants to send me recipes, feel free. I would love to make more Weight Watcher recipes. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.